Yo, what's up everyone? Dundas here. How are we all? You notice that I'm wearing a jumper tonight. Because last time when I was doing my pull-ups, it was quite cool and everything just felt a lot harder. After doing 5 to 10 reps, it just felt hard. Like everything was, I don't know, not muscles hard, like it was difficult. So I thought I'd just do my pull-ups with my jumper on initially and then gradually strip away the layers as I got warmer. You guys know that when I do my pull-ups, especially at home, I'll generally not warm up in any way or manner. I'll just jump straight into it. But with the weather, cooling down and heading towards the winter side of things, I might need to not warm up still, but essentially I am warming up by keeping layers on, keeping my body warm as I do my exercises, and as I get hot and warm up, layers can come off as appropriate. As you can see, I'm just doing a bit of balancing just to make sure I am improving my balance and so forth. This is actually helping quite a lot with my Achilles and my ankle mobility, as well as obviously my core muscles as well. You would have known from my other videos if you have watched them, but anyways, I'll tell you anyways. I had snapped my left Achilles 2 years ago, and essentially I didn't walk normally for almost 5 months. So, and it has taken quite a long time to get my confidence back up into doing simple things such as running, jumping, and even something like this where I'm balancing and stretching and contracting my muscles and my calf muscle and so forth there. Even something like that where I slipped off, in the past that would have scared the daylights out of me, whereas now it's just funny because I'm unco. So I just want to backtrack in regards to something I spoke about the other day about rest times between exercises and sets. I want to partially take that back and just explain myself a little bit more behind it. So the reason why I was I am still passionate about minimal rest time between exercises and sets is because it's great for your cardiovascular. I, for a good couple of years, essentially did that and had minimal rest between each exercise. I did hardly any cardio, if any cardio at all. The only reason why I would do cardio is to ensure that I could run at least 2Ks. So that was my benchmark. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but for someone who does no cardio at all and only does weights and weight style training, I think that's relatively okay. If I ever got to the point where I felt that it was difficult reaching 2 kilometers distance in running, I would then consider, do I need to start doing more cardio, as in physically I need to get on a treadmill, which I'd absolutely hate, or B, train harder. So it was pretty much always option B for me to train harder, have less rest time, increase the weights I was doing, and just really pushing myself that way. Then, after 6 weeks or so, I'd recheck myself, make sure I can run 2 kilometers with no problems at all. So with my journey at the moment with the everyday pull-ups, I do believe that having that extra bit of rest is important. Reasons why is, you don't want to be overloading your CNS. B, there is a reasonable amount of volume there already, and you don't really want to put too much load on that volume and overly fatiguing your muscles. By allowing yourself to have that rest and also doing the exercise every single day, I have rarely felt any DOMs in my back at all. My biceps are all fine because I try really, really hard to not utilize my biceps. My forearms are generally okay. The only times when they are a bit fatigued and a bit pumped is when I do go for higher reps with my pull-ups, or I'll hang for a little while and muck around that way. So a bit of FYI in regards to tonight and how long my 75 pull-ups physically took me. It would have been roughly, I reckon about 12 to 15 minutes. I wasn't really timing. Initially, I was timing, and then I kind of lost count because I went to grab a drink and yeah, do a couple other bits and pieces, check my emails for work. But yeah, anyways, roughly 12 to 15 minutes, 75 pull-ups, doing some balance stuff, checking work emails, and just, forgetting about doing my sets again. So, most of the times, the most amount of rest I probably had between my exercises was 3 minutes. So I think that's pretty decent. Because, when you're at home, it is sometimes harder to motivate yourself to go. But I'm trying real hard to not be so lazy when I'm at home now. I've noticed, I just get a bit slack when I'm at home. So got to focus in and commit to what I need to do. You'll notice that I'm starting to fatigue now, because if you look at how I'm doing my muscle ups, my pull-ups, especially on that last rep just there, you can see that I'm not actually contracting my shoulder blades back, and I'm kind of crunching into the bar itself. Something you try and not do, because you can see with these pull-ups here, I'm actually contracting. Though I'm going relatively quickly, you can see that I'm contracting my shoulder blades back, and you can see me squeezing my muscles back there. Probably towards the end, you'll see that I'm kind of rounding my back and crunching into it a little bit, or maybe not on this one, because I stopped before I felt the fatigue and I hit 10 anyways. So I'm just going to throw in 5 chin-ups here, because I'm kind of haven't done it for a few days, but I'm supposed to add in some random chin-ups with my pull-up journey. So I've just thrown in 5, and I think that's probably a good way to do it now. So so tomorrow I'll do 6 chin-ups, I think, and so forth. I'm just being a bit silly there. You saw my dad bod fat. Ten more, and that'll make it 75. Yeah, so like I said, 10 more there, and then I'm done and dusted. I'm feeling fatigued because I think I only had about 1 minute rest just then, because I just want to get it over and done with right now. You'll see that I do stop a bit earlier, because I'll get to 8 and then I feel as though my contractions aren't as powerful as my first rep, so I'll just stop. See there, I just rounded my back. That's a big no-no, and I realized, I need to stop, redeem myself, and finish off my reps here. So let's do some proper reps. Look, I've absolutely failed my muscles. I'm crunching in. Not the best thing. They're done, and they did feel hard. I just want to get them over and done with. It's getting harder. Peace.